Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Tishay and I'm so happy to be your host once again. In today's video, we'll be delving straight into the episode Just Do You of Crazy in Love. If this is something you're very much interested in, please smash the subscribe button and let's head over straight to the gossip room. Okay, before we delve into the whole, scenario, I want to first of all apologize in advance from my noisy background because I'm actually outside. I'm out and about, but I knew that I had to send out this video. So this is just me saying sorry in case you find my background a little bit noisy, but that's not going to take away from the fact that I'm still going to do what's needed and give you exactly what you need to hear. Okay, so first things first, there was this scandal of Blue cheating on Sean, and this kind of infuriated Sean enough to go on live and speak on it. Basically, on her live, she said she was actually very furious about the whole situation, and basically, asking Blue why he would go ahead to cheat on her with broke bitches when he knew he had someone that had bread or that was bringing bread to the table, and also was basically recapping the fact that she even almost went to jail for this same nigga who was cheating. Now, of course, there were some kind of Twitter exchanges back and forth between Sean and Blue. Sean, first of all, tweeted that she was very much single and enough, and Blue kind of responded to that saying that he had always kept a couple and was never single, basically. And Sean kind of responded to that saying he was gonna wish he didn't lose her. The next scene is, of course, Sean on a call with her friend. Apparently, Sean went to redo her hair, and she decided to get on a call with her friend, and they had a couple things to talk about, but the major topic was, of course, the Blueface cheating situation. On this topic, Sean basically said that she was basically tired of Blue disrespecting her, and as at that particular time she was just chilling and waiting, not ready to do anything spiteful, as the only spiteful thing she had done was to leak a sex tape of herself and Blue online. And of course, this sex tape went very viral. If you haven't been in the social or on the social platform, she went ahead to say that if Blue wanted to keep playing with her, none of his other bitches or side pieces were as bold as her, wet, or even as rich as her. She also said that although she was single and she still loved him, and they were still very much together, Blue needed to figure out his life, but she was gonna keep traveling and picking up the bread, as she needed to support him and his family, adding that her money didn't go elsewhere other than them. Really? When she said this, I was like, wow, are you serious? Sean kind of also added saying that if she had decided to go MIA for 4 days, that Blue wasn't gonna with that, because he was consistently keeping tabs on her, making sure that he had her location and she was back by 3 a.m. every day, and that because of this very reason she was unable to hang out or meet other niggas. Okay, and that was why she was mostly, she said she'd been mostly in the studio, in her friend's house, and just goes home. That's of course her place with Blue. Just goes home to feed his dogs, and that's it. She also added saying that this continuous tab keeping that Blue was doing with her, she felt like Blue was only doing it because of what had transpired on social media between both of them. And she went ahead to say that they had previously destroyed a hotel room and had to relocate, and after they went to a new place, they kind of made out, and she basically put his ass to sleep, and that was when she decided to she picked up his phone and decided to go to the bar, got drunk, and then went on live. So of course, yes, that's the live we saw that I showed you guys at the beginning of this video. Okay, so Sean kind of got like a surprise guest on the show by name Lala Milan. If you don't know who she is, she basically is, I would just say, a comedian in a good way. She's, very comedic. Her cockiness and, goofiness is extremely on the comedic side. And, yeah, she kind of like surprised Sean on this episode while she was, getting her hair done. She basically, cracked some jokes, caused Sean to laugh a bit, and, motivate Sean, and finally gave her a hug before, exiting the scene. All right, so Sean and Blue finally met up at a glam house, and whilst they were there getting their spa session slash nails done, they talked about the previous experience they had in Baltimore. Obviously, Blue was the one to begin the conversation. He basically asked her, how she felt about, what happened previously in Baltimore. And, Sean responded saying that, she felt like her family didn't put themselves in Blue's shoes. And Blue kind of like, said, yeah, he felt that same way too. And, he always got that a lot. Blue went ahead to confirm the status of their relationship, and Sean responded that they were family. Sean decided to redirect the same question to Blue, and Blue kind of responded saying that he was single, because last time he checked, Sean announced that she was single as well. They also talked about the leaked sex tape, and Blue kind of asked her why she felt the need to do what she did. And it was like a whole back and forth, because it did seem like both parties wanted to have that conversation, but at the same time didn't want to have the conversation, because I saw Sean kind of like basically not wanting to directly answer the question. I mean, I this is my opinion based on her reaction and demeanor when she was responding to these questions that were asked by Blue. But of course, after Blue decided to talk about the sex tape and why she felt the need to do it, she didn't really give Blue a direct answer as to why she did so. But basically, she responded saying that if Blue felt the need to play, that she could do it as well, right? And Blue then went on to say that if Sean felt the need to leak a sex tape, that a discussion was supposed to have been had. There was supposed to have been some kind of mutual agreement between both parties, right? And not the way or not leaking it just on her own accord, right? And Sean went ahead to ask Blue if he had an agreement with her when he decided to go out and cheat. So basically, like I said, they did try to like talk about these pressing topics, but at the same time, they didn't really have like a full conversation, if you ask me, because it was more like okay, why did you do this? The other person asking, okay, you too, why did you do this too? So like like I said, both of them were a little bit defensive. I wouldn't say both of them, but like it did seem like in as much as they needed to have the conversation, they were not ready to have the conversation. I mean, that's my opinion. But yeah, Blue went ahead to like let Sean know that that particular action of hers had actually made him a hotline, because as at that particular after the sex tape going viral, he had ladies reaching out to him. Sean responded to it saying that she didn't give a shit, but I know deep down she was really, really hurting and angry. But yeah, she basically responded that she wasn't, she didn't care. And that was it. I feel like the whole conversation ended with them not really having a conversation, or not necessarily having, a conversation and hitting, the nail on the head. But, at the same time, it did end on a good tone, if you ask me, because I saw Sean, let Blue know that she loved him. I mean, I didn't see that coming, but she basically let him know that, she loved him, and, he was the best, basically. All right, so this is like the last, I wouldn't say last scene, but basically the last topic of the episode. And of course, this revolves around, the whole court session, or the court date that Sean had. Obviously, because of the reported vehicle by Blue, Sean had to appear in court. So I'm just going to run through briefly what I feel are like the major highlights for this last topic of the episode. So first of all, I'll begin with, the conversation Blue and Sean had before Sean, hopped in a vehicle to Oklahoma City. Basically, Sean felt some type of way that Blue wasn't accompanying her. So they kind of had like a conversation on that, and Blue kind of like was telling her, basically gave her the reason that, the reason why he wasn't accompanying her was because, I mean, he didn't steal the vehicle with her, so obviously he wasn't going to go with her. And he basically went ahead to advise her, telling her that, she should be remorseful when she appeared in court. Okay, so moving on to Sean lodging finally at a hotel that they were to lodge in Oklahoma City before meeting up with the attorney the next day. Sean kind of like reached out to Blue to know what's up, because she had kind of gotten information that Blue was in Vegas. Now, I'm not sure how exactly she got this information, because she said something like, Blue had texted his location to a lady and immediately deleted the text. So, like I said, I'm not too sure as to how Sean had managed to, get this intel, but well, she got it. And, this was the reason why she had finally reached out to Blue to basically interrogate him as to why he had gone ahead to do that. Now, Blue, told her, basically responded saying that, that it was impromptu, that it just came up, and he was just there gambling. Now Sean of course did not believe Blue, because according to Sean, she said that Sean had gone to not only gamble but also gamble his way into a hotel room with another bitch, right? And of course she wasn't happy about the whole thing, so that kind of like led to some, I wouldn't say a heated verbal altercation between both parties, but like it led to Sean, raising her voice as she would normally do when she's pissed. Now, not to dwell so much on this scene, but moving to the next, which is the final scene of the episode. Sean had finally met up with her attorney, and it was time to like discuss, details of the whole court proceeding and all of that. Prior to Sean showing up at her attorney's door, she had kind of like, her expectation was that she was going to get there, sign whatever check or write whatever check, and close the case once and for all. But unfortunately, that wasn't what it turned out to be, because after she got to the location, the attorney dropped the bomb on her, saying that the court was refusing to waive the case, right? But instead wanted to give her 3 years probation based on accounts of, I think they called it misdemeanor or something like that. So apparently, this was like a bomb on Sean, and I could literally see her trying to like fight tears back in and all of that. It was like a shock to her, but I think after everything, she took whatsoever information she got from the attorney and decided to go with that. Now, mind you, something had actually happened with Blue on his Las Vegas night, but of course, for some reason, I don't think Sean was informed. Maybe the cast members that were with her, or the people that were with her, had not gotten the information yet, or probably they had gotten the information, but they wanted her to like deal with her court hearing and all of that, and then finally they were going to inform her. I don't know whichever it is, but after the whole meeting with the attorney, she was finally told that Blue was kind of like arrested. Now, if you're wondering why Blue was arrested, apparently previously in the previous night where he was at Las Vegas, a source disclosed that Blue was engaged in some kind of verbal altercation with someone at the Las Vegas club, and this led to a shootout, right, and someone's death. Now, Blue was apparently arrested for an alleged murder, and this was the information that was now brought to Sean. And of course, this was where Sean finally broke down in tears, and finally also where the episode came to a close. Now, I would like to hear from you, your thoughts in the comment section, what you think about, how these events played out in this episode. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, please go ahead to smash the subscribe button.
Moving places I can't control.